Yes, about 10 sales. I spent about $2,000 in leads. About half of the sales I made, I have gotten charged back.
The chargebacks were primarily on Americo sales?
Correct.
Are any of your Americo sales still in force?
I believe one is.
One is. So you made 10 sales, maybe 6 were Americo, and one is still in force. The other 5 canceled out?
Yeah, something like that.
How much did you spend on leads?
About $2,000.
When you said to your boss what's going on, they say anything? Like, what did they recommend you to do?
I kind of just stopped working. Kind of just lost contact. I forgot who my upline was. I delete most of my emails. I kind of just fell off. I don't know how I would even. I've tried to reply to different ads that I see to get contracted with them. And so, but nobody can really help me figure out my upline. But yeah, I kind of just, okay.
You'll make a post on Mindy Rutstein, LinkedIn preferably.
Okay.
As I mentioned, all the stories I hear are the same. Did you contact any of these 5 people who canceled from Americo?
I tried when they first were getting canceled, and they just didn't really answer my calls.
Do you have any idea what they bought afterwards?
No, I don't.
There's a replacement form in the insurance industry when you replace one company with another. They have to fill out a form with like why you're replacing it, and it gets sent to the previous agent or the original agent. Did you get any forms like that?
I did not know.
Did any of the other policies get replaced that weren't Americo?
No, I only sold 2 other ones, and I believe they're still in force.
So you sold 6 Americo and 2 others?
Yeah, but those were through different carriers.
So it was the Americo ones that got replaced. I get you.
Yeah.
Okay, as I recommended, if you go Mindy Rutstein LinkedIn post, you'll see the procedure, like the proper procedure, how to get a refund on those leads.
Okay.
If that's all you want to do, I suppose your time and effort could be, even more money, but that would have to be on a more complicated type of lawsuit with discovery and all that good stuff, which you may not want to do. From me speaking to people, they are giving refunds because they don't want to go to court, especially based on what this gentleman told me. They just send you the refund if you complain.
Oh, okay.
Your damages are a lot more than just the 2,000 on leads. Your time and effort, I'm sure, is worth more than that calling these people. How many leads did you buy?
Well, I bought when I only would get the instant internet life leads for like 1,000. So the first, or for $11, I'm sorry. And then so the first time I spent 1,000, and then the second time I spent another 1,000.
So and you bought exclusively instant internet leads?
Yeah, and then I did, some of them were like they were called like, half of them were instant internet life leads, and the other half were like new instant internet life leads or something. I don't know what the difference was.
Were these leads that you bought when they say, okay, let's just repeat, the instant internet leads, did they tell you they're only going to you?
Yes.
I'm not so good at mathematics, but if you spend $2,000, that's 2,000 divided by, let's say 10, because it's easier to figure out than 11. Is that 200 leads, 200 instant internet leads? Is that pretty, or 180 or so?
Yeah, probably around there. Yeah.
So you sold 6 policies, or how many of these people did you meet?
A lot of them didn't answer or say that they never filled out the form. Some of them I would get an appointment, or I'd get like no showed. So I only met about probably like 20 families.
20 of the 180 20 of the 180.
Yeah.
Okay, I was told that these leads are being sold to every integrity marketing partner. So that, based on my information, they're sold.
A lot of the leads said too that somebody already called them, even sometimes the day before, even when I purchased them like that day, that like they said that like they didn't even finish filling out the online form and they've already had like 10 calls.
Did they say they filled out 10 forms, or it was just one form?
No. They just said one form.
I got you. Okay. So, Arlene, I feel terrible. And your last name is Stewart, and what city are you from?
I'm from Victorville, California.
Excellent. So, okay. So, what I'd like you to do is make a video you'll go into as much detail as humanly possible because what you're going through, other people are going through, and it's a shame to have so many people suffer a similar type of victimhood. When you went into the FFL system, what company were they recommending that you sell?
Mainly America.
And you mentioned to me that you sold 6 policies of America, 2 policies of other companies, but 5 of the 6
Correct.
policies were canceled. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's after you left the company. You're not buying leads anymore. I guess someone went after for whatever reason they canceled, or someone convinced them to cancel.
Correct.
Wow, that's a sad story. How many hours of your life did you spend on this endeavor, which you literally made no money?
I would say a lot. I probably put in like a good month or 2 worth of work and was working it almost like a full-time job.
Wow. So a month or 2, let's say 6 weeks of your life doing this. How much money did you earn during this 1.5 months in $2,000 of investment?
Probably like 5,000, maybe 5 to 6,000.
So that was after your leads, after your lead expense
Correct.
and the chargebacks.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't so bad.
It wasn't, yeah. I thought if it had kept up going like that, but then I got chargebacks right away, and I kind of just got discouraged.
Okay, let me write this. So you made how many sales? 7 sales?
About 8, I believe.
8. So 2 of them were not Americo, so 6 were Americo.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 of the 6 eventually canceled.
Correct.
Okay, and what was your average sale?
Average probably about like 1,000 maybe.
Okay, so you made 6, so you spent 2 on leads, so you actually made you were on 100% commission level?
Yes, I believe so.
So if they kept it for the entire year, you would have made $6,000 for that month and a half of work, minus the $2,000 of lead spending and maybe gas or whatever else you're doing.
Right.
So but they canceled pretty much after you, pretty soon afterwards.
Right. Yeah. So that's part I have.
So how much did you really make at the end of the year?
I probably just even, honestly.
Well, okay, let me get this back again. Your lead cost was $2,000. Were there any other fees attached to FFL, like a CRM or joining them?
No.
It's a free CRM.
Yeah. They just sign you up and you just log in.
But you had to pay for the E&O insurance. How much was the E&O?
Oh yeah, I did have to pay for E&O. It was like 100 and something down, and then like $27 would come out of my account every month.
I believe it's $350. Is that pretty accurate? Somewhere around there?
Altogether, here.
Okay, so you're talking $350 to $2,000 for the lead costs. You're probably talking about gas money as well, and like business cards or who knows what. Is that, so we do have expenses. The insurance 1099s that you'll be getting at the end of the year, whatever they're called, how much do you think they'll add up to if you take all the money that was earned of commissions?
I'm not sure. Probably. Will they 1099 me for everything I sold, right?
Right. Then you have to file a tax return. Then you deduct all your expenses, which is gas money.
Oh, okay.
Then you go your E&O cost of getting licenses, like it's all taxable expenses, deductible expenses.
Oh, okay.
So do you have any? So you told me initially your income was $5,000, but then you remember you had chargebacks.
Yeah, I have about like 4,000 in chargebacks.
Arlene, I'm not sure what I'm trying to be a little bit humorous. I want you to appreciate my humor, but I'm not sure how good you're at mathematics. If you have 4,000 in chargebacks,
I'm not good. Yeah, I'm not good at that.
And your average sale was $1,000. Did you say you made
like average? Yeah.
Okay, and my memory is not 7 sales or 6 sales you made.
About 7 or 8. I don't remember exactly. I don't have it like all written down.
Okay, so let's say you made 7.5. Okay, so you made 7,500. You spent 2,000 in leads, so you're down to 5,500. you have 4,000 in chargebacks. Does
Mhm.
that pretty much mean that actually the chargebacks mean because you get a 9 months advance, so you're not really you made no money on you probably made no money on how many of these policies did canceled out?
4, 5, 5 of them,
So
I
you,
believe.
so you made 2.5 sales. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah,
Two and a
that
half.
stuck.
You even made 7.5. So let's say you made $2,500.
Mhm.
Okay, let me do the math again. The way America works is if they cancel in the first 3 months, they charge back all the money that you made. Then it becomes a prorated. But you mentioned,
Okay.
let's say I'm not saying, let's say you made $2,500. Is that pretty accurate? From that
Mhm.
whole shenanigans, because you had $4,000 of chargebacks. You actually had
Yeah.
more. I believe you're going to do it because when you say you get a chargeback, it's only on that 9 months advance.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to have to do the taxes, but would you say it's pretty accurate? You may have made $2,500, and you pay $2,000 advance it, and you pay $2,000 in leads, and you pay $350 for would you say it's accurate? You may have broken even during this 1.5, 2 months of work.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe, yeah.
So you believe you broke even, which is good. I've heard worse stories. What I did, just to let you know, I did record this. I would like you to make a video describing what you told me. If you could be a little bit more accurate on the actual numbers, that would be helpful. But as a general idea, whatever is happening to you is happening to other people.
Mhm.
And if you could join Mindy's LinkedIn or Facebook, or preferably LinkedIn,
Okay.
and just write down what you just told me. Like if you could get better numbers, that would be good. But you did get
Okay.
lucky that you broke even. You just wasted a month and a half of your time.
Right.
Because this is not a fun job. To wake up in the morning and spend $2,000 and break even.